The chaos started the moment Karlie Red opened her mouth. The cameras zoomed in as Karlie Red's eyes burned like fire. I've seen pictures. I've seen videos of you sitting at my ex-husband's office. Karlie Red snapped, her voice sharp. Enough to cut glass, and looking at this guest list today, I already know we got a problem. Let me help everybody keep up, strap in, because this ain't no friendly brunch, this is round one. Round one is me versus the disrespect. Why in the world are you hanging with somebody who destroyed me the way he did? Gasps filled the room, all eyes were on Karlie Red. The woman tried to defend herself. But Karlie Red wasn't letting go. First of all, she said, that meeting wasn't even set up by your husband, it was his business partner, Tilo just happened to be there. We sat down, had one meeting, and that was it. After that, nothing. And by the way, Karlie Red, when your whole situation exploded in the blogs, you and I weren't even speaking, so it wasn't even about you. I'm not even doing business with him now. But Karlie Red just smirked. Oh really? You expect me to swallow that? Okay. Maybe I should cancel with Bambi then, maybe I should take your word for it. But let's take a walk down memory lane. Benzino, Kai, Spice's man, and now Tilo. If that ain't a pattern, I don't know what is. The room erupted, producers leaned in. Cast members shook their heads. But Karlie Red was locked in and round one had only just begun. Jasmine Washington took a deep breath, looked straight at Yandy Smith, and the tension doubled. I heard from Jessica that Karlie Red was about to have a talk with you, Yandy Smith, Jasmine Washington began. So I felt like this was the perfect time to clear up the mess between us. Because the last time we spoke, it didn't sit right with me. Yandy Smith crossed her legs and stared. So what's up? What's going on with y'all? Good, I'm good, Jasmine Washington said quickly. I feel great. But I need to revisit that conversation with you, Yandy Smith. The room leaned in. This was round two, Jasmine Washington versus Yandy Smith. I feel like you think me and the Frosts were plotting, Jasmine Washington said. But that's not true. I only repeated what you told me. Yandy Smith, I don't even like wasting my time going back and forth. Yandy Smith sighed. Let's move on, but Jasmine Washington wasn't letting it go. No, let's not. Do you actually believe me and the Frosts were in cahoots? I don't feel like you had anything against me. Yandy Smith admitted, okay. Then, so let me be honest, Mendeecees Harris is too friendly. The last time I saw Mendeecees Harris in the club, Mendeecees Harris had his arms around me and my homegirls. Gasps filled the room. Heads turned toward Yandy Smith. So you saying, Yandy Smith shot back, that Mendeecees Harris had his arms around you and your friends, like a huddle, MHM. Jasmine Washington nodded. Okay, so basically, you're accusing Mendeecees Harris of being too friendly. Yes, Jasmine Washington snapped. And I feel like you, Yandy Smith, keep giving Mendeecees Harris too many passes. Too many excuses. Don't tell me what I'm doing with my husband, Yandy Smith barked. Don't tell me about Mendeecees Harris, that's my marriage, fake marriage. Jasmine Washington shot back. Y'all not even married for real. The room exploded with gasps and screams. Yandy Smith slammed the table. Don't do that, Jasmine Washington. You want a problem? Then say that. I sat here and respected you, Jasmine Washington fired back. But the last time we talked, you played me, and if you keep pressing, Yandy Smith, I'll air everything out about Mendeecees Harris. The cast froze. Security shifted closer. Round two had turned nuclear. Before anyone could breathe, Karlie Red swiveled in her seat and set her sights on Jessica. The shift was instant. New round, new target. At the retreat, you looked me dead in the eye, Jessica, and told me you were sorry for what I've been through. But then I see you on your page, smiling in the blogs, taking pictures with him. What is that, Jessica? What kind of loyalty is that? Jessica leaned forward, rolling her eyes. That's not true, Karlie Red. I never took no picture with your ex-husband. My friend asked me to do an interview. I showed up. I didn't even know who was gonna be there. I didn't ask questions. And when you saw Tilo, Karlie Red pressed, her voice shaking with rage. Why didn't you tell me, Jessica? Why didn't you call me? Because I didn't feel like I needed to. Karlie Red, Jessica clapped back. It wasn't about you. It had nothing to do with you. It is about me. Karlie Red exploded. It's about loyalty. If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. That happened before the retreat, Jessica said coldly. At that point, me and you weren't even talking. Karlie Red, I didn't owe you anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Your name never came up. I did my job and left. You're the one letting it affect you. The room buzzed with tension, Karlie Red glaring. Jessica unbothered, the air thick enough to choke on. By round three, it was clear this wasn't about healing, this was about survival. The room was already cracked. But round four shattered it. Karlie Red turned her fire on Jasmine Washington again. This time with venom dripping from every word. My girl was pregnant, Jasmine Washington, when you got with him, Karlie Red accused. Pregnant, and you knew it. Jasmine Washington snapped her head up. Did I know she was pregnant? Absolutely not. No, I did not. Karlie read. Don't twist it. I was in a real situation. I didn't want another child outside of my child's father. I was 3 years in at that point. Don't rewrite my truth. But Karlie read wasn't letting go. Karlie read slammed her hand down, eyes wide. I don't let no stripper play me. Not no stripper can ever come for me. The crowd gasped. Really? Karlie read. Jessica cut in, her voice loud over the noise. So now you're putting down women for how they feed their families. That's whack, and you know it. But Karlie Red's rage kept boiling. You the dumbest one here, Jasmine Washington. Dumb? The only reason you here is because you had a baby by Kirk Frost. Don't ever forget that. Stop talking like you earned this. Without that baby, you wouldn't even have a seat at this table. The entire room erupted, screams, shouts, cast members holding their heads. Use your body. Jasmine Washington, that's all you got. Karlie Red screamed. You wish you had a body like this, Karlie Red, so you could keep a man. Jasmine Washington shot back, gasps, producers waving hands for calm. But Bambi finally stood tall. Her voice commanding. Enough, didn't we just talk about not letting emotions run the show? Didn't we just talk about being better than this? Karlie Red spun toward Bambi, her finger pointed like a blade. And you, Bambi, don't think I forgot about you. You sit here like you're neutral. But I know exactly what you say behind my back. The crowd screamed again. Don't start with me. Karlie Red, Bambi warned, her voice steady but ice cold. Because if I open my mouth, I'll expose things you are not ready for. Don't test me, Karlie Red. By round 4, the room wasn't just messy, it was toxic. Every woman had blood on her hands. And nobody was safe from the fire. Just when the air couldn't get heavier, round 5 crashed down like thunder. This time it was Jessica versus Yandy Smith. Jessica leaned forward, eyes burning. When I saw those clips, Yandy Smith, I saw you crying, pretending you didn't want to see me hurt. But in the very next breath, you were leading a campaign to break my marriage. Which one is it? Yandy Smith, which one is the real you? The room froze. Everyone waited. My niece told me Mendeecees Harris tried to holler at her, Jessica declared. Chaos exploded, gasps, shouts, the cast losing it. That's a lie, Yandy Smith shouted back, her voice shaking with fury. No, it's not, Yandy Smith, Jessica barked. I sat there showing you empathy, but you a liar. Stay with your lying, cheating man. Stay with Mendeecees Harris. I don't care no more. You don't bring your niece into this. Yandy Smith snapped. Nobody knows your niece. Mendeecees Harris don't even know your niece. Yes, he does, Yandy Smith, Jessica fired back. I DM'd you the proof myself. The crowd buzzed with disbelief. You still running with that narrative? Yandy Smith shot back, her jaw tight. That I was the one DMING girls from Mendeecees Harris's page. Girl, stop. You sound insane. But Jessica wasn't done. Jessica slammed the table. You dumb, Yandy Smith. No, you dumb, Jessica, Yandy Smith barked back. You weak, Yandy Smith, Jessica screamed. Shut up, Jessica, Yandy Smith snapped. It was endless. The insults bounced like bullets until the room shook. Finally, Bambi stood up again, her voice echoing like thunder. Enough, y'all not listening, y'all not solving nothing. All you proving is why nobody respects this circle anymore. Karlie Red, you messy, Jessica, you bitter, Jasmine Washington, you stir drama for fun, and you, Yandy Smith, you protect a man who don't even protect you. That's the real truth. The room fell silent. For the first time, nobody clapped back. By round 5, the fight wasn't just about old grudges anymore. It was about survival, pride, and exposing every crack in their so-called sisterhood. By the end of the night, nothing was the same. Karlie Red had dragged her enemies and burned every bridge. Yandy Smith had defended Mendeecees Harris until her voice shook. Jasmine Washington had dropped bombs that left the room gasping. Jessica had thrown daggers nobody could ignore, and Bambi had stood tall, calling everyone out for their mess. The cameras caught every scream, every tear, every threat, proof that this wasn't friendship, this wasn't loyalty, this was war. And as the lights dimmed, one truth echoed louder than the chaos. Nobody in that room walked away clean. And the biggest battle was only just beginning.